Hello and welcome to this week's angling vlog. This week you join me back up on the banks of the mighty River Ribble and we're in search of silvers on the stick float. So it has been about a week and a half since I've been last out on the bank. If you live in the northwest of England, you probably know somebody that's had a flu bug that has completely wiped them out. So for the past week, really have been feeling under the weather and decided last weekend to give the fishing a miss. But today we're back out on the bank. We're going to fill our lungs with that beautiful fresh air and hopefully we'll get one or two bites. Let's waste no time at all. The river's looking beautiful behind me. Let's make a start. So if you are new around here, my name's Danny and every Friday at 6 PM we put a new fishing video on the channel, and I do hope you enjoy this session by the bank where we're going to take it nice and easy and hopefully get a bite or two. So first session out on the bank after feeling a bit unwell, taking it nice and easy. Got my seat box out with me, everything to hand, and it's just going to be a beautiful day by the bank. I'm going to do my best to record the video the best I can because I still am feeling a bit under the weather, but how can you not feel a bit better sat here? Looking at the river, there's plenty of pace on it today. It is carrying a bit of extra water. On the last session we were sat down there, so you can see it's carrying that bit extra water and there is that tinge of colour. It is clear, but it's got that beautiful tinge to it. The fishing today is being decided for us nice and simple. We're just going to go literally just down this line of bubbles here and hopefully we're going to target this area here for the bites. We're going to start nice and easy and we'll only go hard if we have to. So taking a look at the side tray, we've got plenty of mixed maggot, which is a bit different for me. I'm normally a red maggot man, but that's all they add in. So we've got about 3 pints of maggot. We've got plenty of that hinders hemp. We've got some corn as well. And ground bait wise, they mixed up a full bag of that hinders supercharged. We're just going to feed nuggets of ground bait like that into the swim. This is not moving here. It's just on the edge of that crease. And it's that line there that I'm hoping to go down. Just going to feed some ground bait just about there, maybe a bit closer in. And it's just down this line we're going to start. Nice and easy today. The rod was still set up and it's still clean. And it's my 17-foot carbon active rod from Preston. And that's down to a 1.6 gram fine liner float. Got a nice shoulder on it and it's got the stability in the stem for them boils. It's a beautiful float, that. And it really is a lazy session today. The rod was set up still and it's that reverse shotting pattern. 1 number 4, 2 number 4, 3, 4 and 5. And they're all in the bottom half of that rig just to give that nice arc. So we're just going to start on a single maggot. Go rod tip, nice and simple. Throw maggots just into that crease. I've got every chance that they're going to fall down then. To begin with, I'm going to try and find that line down the swim. I was going to try and find a line down the swim, but straight away we've got a fish literally at the rod tip. That's a great start, a roach. And let's hope that's not the kiss of death, because that's a great start. It is good when the fishing gods shine down on you when you've been poorly. So just flicking the float in, feeding in maggots upstream, a bit of that hemp just on the edge of that crease, and hopefully we can get them that close in. We'll have a really good day. There we go. Now there is plenty of rocks down here, so I imagine we might lose a couple of hook links today, but them fish will stay there. A very nice dace fishing. And always great when you start with roach. There's plenty of dace in this river. It does feel special when you get the roach. I'm sure them dace will come in and bully them out, but nice easy start. We're literally getting bites here. So I'm not sure if you can see there how the water is boiling up in front of us. So the swim is going to change all the time. So I'm just going to keep them maggots going in. I imagine they're just going to fall into this slack here. I'm just going to hold on to that float and edge it through. You see there, just the edge of that crease there where these fish are just holding. And it's a dace. So Mr. Dace has moved in. It never really takes them too long, does it? See there, just holding just on the edge of them rocks. There is a drop off. You can just see this slack here. It could be where Mr. Pike's at, most definitely, but for now, there's a load of these fish just holding there. And that is just what the doctor ordered. Maybe a bit of sunshine, but nice easy fishing on the rod tip. I'm getting plenty of bites. You've seen there the pike. Exactly what we didn't want to see. It just did feel the bites went a bit strange, and no surprise that pike rolled in the swim. It only looked a small one as well, which you would prefer the big pike because they normally just eat and disappear. A smaller one generally might stick around. There we go. It's on the edge of that slack again. And hopefully Mr. Pike's had his feed. He's going to leave us alone. Getting plenty of bites on a day off work. Sat by the river. Nice and peaceful. A happy, happy Danny. And that float is going under quite regular, even with Mr. Pike about. It certainly beats a day sat in work. You see there, all them bites just coming over the same area. We're putting that ground bait in front of us. And I think Mr. Pike's got hold of that one. Oh no. Oh no. See the bites all coming over that same area, and I knew I should have put my pike rod in. I knew I should have. I will learn my lesson one day. He's let go of it, I think. So when I woke up early this morning to come up here, did feel a bit rough. And I did think I'll pick my pike rod up and completely forgot. When you live to tell the tale, you can see it's not the biggest pike by the bite mark. But yeah, definitely going to disturb the fishing. But hopefully, just keep on getting bites. And you'll live to tell the tale. Let's get him straight back. So I'm just showing the impact that pike have. And this fish has come right down the bottom of the swim, and we've had a pike swirl for him halfway up. Well, he's one lucky roach. lucky roach. We had a few runs through without a bite, and I knew he was still about, and we hooked this roach down there. He's coming up, and I think about 2 or 3 pike had a go at him. He definitely ran the gauntlet. So apologies for the noise in the background, they're cutting trees down. But if you remember as a kid watching Gladiator and they had to run through that gauntlet, that's exactly what that roach just did. Right down the swim, and I knew it was a better fish. And all the way up that pike was swirling at it. A lucky roach. You can see all them fish that we were getting right up here now have backed right off. And he's about again, Mr. Pike. He'll probably come up for this one. You can just see them roach that we were getting at the start right up here have backed right off now, and that's all because of that pike. These fish have backed right off now, right down the swim, but you've got to be thankful you're still getting them. You know, it's quite pacey out there in the river, so we haven't got loads of options, you know, so hopefully they'll stick about and we can just manage that pike. But great to be getting bites. You can see there them fish just holding on that beautiful line down that swim. It really is nice fishing, and exactly what I come for today. Comfy, nice fishing. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. I'm certainly enjoying a day off work. And plenty of bites, dodging the pike, but happy Danny. A beautiful backdrop. And the swim did go quiet. We've hooked another one at the bottom end of the swim, and every time we do this I always feel a bit worried for it. You see there that pike following it. You just knew he was about. The swim behaves completely different when the pike's about. You can just tell the fish just not the same. And some might wonder why these fish stay about if there's a pike about, and it's all about the time of year, the coldness. The need to feed outweighs the fear of being eaten. and that is why these fish just keep on coming. The session's going on, we're starting to get some of them better quality dace now. I'm putting together a nice net. The lovely dark back and the silver flanks. And it's taken a while today to get these fish settled, but as the session's going on, they're coming onto that ground bait now and really pinning them down, and some quality as well. And today really has been everything I hoped for. Nice comfy fishing with plenty of bites. And it really has been good to be on the bank, fresh air in my lungs. Feel a hell of a lot better than I have been, lying in my bed, feeling sorry for myself. Got a dace in the palm and a happy angler. You can see on screen now, a nice day's fishing on the bank with plenty of bites and some quality. So I really have enjoyed that session today. It's been great to be back out in the fresh air, and you can't beat a day off work, can you? Days fishing and a day off work is really enjoyable. I really am gutted I didn't bring the pike rod with me today, because we would definitely have had 1 or 2 pike out of this swim today. They have been a bit of a menace at times, but that's fishing for you, isn't it? And next time we'll definitely have to remember that pike rod. I really do hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If you have, please leave it a like and subscribe down below. And all that remains is for me to wish you all tight lines in your own fishing, and I'll catch you all next week. Tight lines.